All right, guys. It looks like we are live now. Apologies for the delay. It's almost 6:10 now, and I had promised to be here at 6 p.m. But some technical difficulties, Zoom and Facebook were, not being the best of friends today. I don't know why, but finally, it's all good. So I'm here for the announcement of the next HDOR event. But before we do that, let's take a look at, we did a post about this yesterday, and a lot of you had some very interesting comments on that post. So I will take, a brief moment to look at some of those posts, and then we will get to our live event. All right. So let me quickly share my screen and see. And see what we want to do, what we want to look at, um, while we give some time for some of our participants, some of our community members to gather for this session, while we go through this. So just give me a few seconds. All right. So what did we do yesterday? We talked about an event which is all about consistency, right? And we showed a certain image. Let me share that image again. Right, this is the image we showed yesterday at the very bottom. Launch of the next HDOR event, and then we see some sort of calendar, some question marks, a cyclist, a runner, a few stars, and a lot of you had some wonderful ideas about what this next event could be. So let's see what you guys were saying. 10 question marks. So people got into a lot of detail, right? Answering some of those, making those educated guesses that 10 question marks could be representing 10 days was one of the things. And run and ride without missing any days. Excellent, Lakshmi. Appreciate that. There was mention of duathlon because cycling and running were being shown together. So a lot of people probably are interested in trying to do something of that nature, run as well as ride. So Navratri run challenge from Amit. Interesting comment. It's a hot thing right now, and a lot of these Navratri runs are happening. But the thing is, like, HDOR tries to almost every time do something unique, right? We do not go into the space of doing something which is very common, which are a lot of folks are doing. We want to do something very unique, which is something different from everyone, and something which we think would appeal to a lot of audience. Not always a lot of audience. For example, we did backyard mile challenge, which was a very niche event. Obviously, its appeal may not be that widespread, but it was a lot of fun for us doing that event. So running a mile every hour till the time you cannot do it, and that event went on for like 5 days, man. So that was it was not only mind-blowing for the participants, it was a mind-blowing event for us, all of us here in the core team. So it was crazy. It was crazy. What else do we have? 7 days run and ride challenge, a very reasonable guest from Karthi. Thank you, Karthi. Samir mentions about, okay, he's just giving us his best wishes. 7 days cycling challenge, duathlon from Lakshmi, Bhag Singh Ahlawat, ride and run. Sudhir Sharma, as always, Jai Hind, duathlon, and and that's I think people try to make some sort of guesses. So let's, without wasting any more time of yours, your time is precious, let me jump directly to the event format and unveil that. And this is what we have here today. This is called, the event will be called a streak week. Streak means something which you do on a consistent basis, right? You build up a streak. It could be 100-day streak, it could be 1,000 streak. In this particular case, we are looking at an event which comprises of 7 days of a streak. It could be a running streak or a riding streak, but that is not the entire essence of the event. There is a lot more interesting thing. Obviously, it cannot be as simple as that, right? Just go and ride 7 days, just go and run 7 days. we have put much more, effort into defining a format which is going to appeal to all of you. And that's where the next level of, thinking goes on. Okay, what will excite the participants? What will make sure that they love something about it? They come back, think about feeling satisfied about doing something like this, right? Giving them that high. So this is the week format, Monday to Sunday. The streak week, the calendar, obviously, the 7 dots in the calendar are also representing that streak, or the 7 days of the week. The bottom stars are also representing the 7 days of the week. And of course, the event is called Streak Week, and it's available both for cyclists as well as runners. The registrations are open right now, as you can see. So let's move ahead. Let's talk about what this is now and try to understand what concept have we tried to build up. So I mentioned about consistency, right? 100 days of running, a lot of participants have been running, they have run a lot of time, a lot of days during those 100 days. Some, in fact, all the 100 days, but a majority of you have run significant number of days. So building that consistency, building that endurance, you have done all of that. And now this 1 week event is sort of, we consider this as a test of that consistency. We are asking you to do every single day of these 7 days in the same time. Now, okay, let me take a moment to talk about that. Same time is impossible, right? It's impossible in a very reasonable way, but we can only try for that, right? I mean, if I'm trying to do a 5K run in 30 minutes, I might try the same 5K run in 30 minutes. I might do it in 30 minutes, 5 seconds, or 29 minutes, 59 seconds or something, but I will try my best, right, to do something consistent. So this event is not about speed. Event is not about endurance. This is about patience and consistency, and trying to, do this same thing 7 days, but in exactly the same way. And let's, so some person who is, a champion in terms of speed, that person, this event is not for that person. Obviously it is for that person also. It is for everybody basically, but everybody will have to have that same goal. A person who is used to running fast will try to be consistent when running fast. A person who runs slow is not at a disadvantage. That person can also run slow and still be among the best when we draw the leaderboard for this HDOR week streak. So everybody, no matter whether you are a slow runner or a fast runner, every one of you has an opportunity to be at the top of the leaderboard, depending on how consistent you are with your effort. It could be a 30-minute 5K, it could be a 15 minutes 5K, it could be a 45 minutes 5K. Does not matter. What matters is how consistently you can do the same thing for whatever you have registered across the entire week. So consistency wins. That's our message here, and we'll come to this graph in just a bit more time. So let's go to the next section where we talk about the event categories. So I mentioned about runs and rides both being included as part of the event format, and we have multiple categories. It's a broad bouquet of reasonable challenges, right? I mean, we don't want to push, again, it's a conscious effort from the team not to push participants too much. And what we think is a wide variety of reasonable challenges, catering to a wide variety of people, right? People with different level of experiences, people with different level of endurance. Somebody who is at the, very, very top level might want to do something like a 21 kilometers every single day. Doable by that kind of person. So you have to be careful about what you want to register for, right? I don't want to push you towards a direction where you run 21K for 7 days and get injured. No, that's not our goal. The goal for us is to give everybody an opportunity to do something which they are comfortable with. Somebody would be comfortable with 3K, particularly the beginners. Somebody who runs a fast 3K, who is an sort of semi-elite or an elite or a very fast runner by definition, they might be interested in doing a 3K in a very consistent window. They want to do a 12-minute 55-second 3K or a 13-minute 5-second 3K and everything between them, right? That's a fair challenge. That's an exceptional challenge to them to do that 3K in such a narrow window. But for somebody who might be, just starting off, they are new to running, they might want to do 3K in 30 minutes, targeting something like 10 minutes, or I probably have gone a bit ahead, but maybe let's say a reasonable 24 minutes, 8 minutes per kilometer, 9 minutes per kilometer, 10 minutes per kilometer, does not matter. What matters is finally how consistent you are in doing that distance. So we have a wide bouquet of these rides, 3K, 5K, all the way up to 21K. We haven't dared to go beyond that because then we think it's a risky territory. We don't want to push participants too much too soon. And then we have this ride streaks where you have distances like 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, all the way up to 50 kilometers. We think that these run and ride combinations are equivalent in the sense of an effort point of view. So we have these sets of distances for runs and rides. And before I move ahead, let me go back because I missed a very important thing here. And that thing are the event dates. So the event is going to happen between November 16th and November 22nd. 16th is right after a weekend. So it's a Monday, and then we end it on a Sunday. So it's a Monday to Sunday kind of event. 7 days, you are expected to run all days to maintain that streak and get to that finisher, get to that podium level. All right. So here's a very simple example just to give you a taste of what we are looking for in this challenge. Consistency, right? I told you. So who is consistent? We drew up a scenario with a chart showing these two participants, these two virtual participants, Mukul and Soumya, trying to do a 5 kilometers run. At the very bottom, you see the days listed, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way to Sunday. And on the left-hand side in the y-axis, you see the time, the finish time for each of these runs. Blue is Mukul and red or pink is Soumya. And then we see, okay, Mukul seems to be the faster person here, right? His minimum time is something like 21 minutes, I think. And the maximum time I see is something like 32 minutes. So there's a wide variety in his runs. Maybe he did many of these runs very fast through the week streak, but due to whatever issues or he was a bit off on particular one day, he managed only 31 or 32 minutes. So the range, the difference between the fastest finish time and the short and the slowest finish time is significant in this case. And now let's take a look at Soumya. So Soumya is doing something like starting from first day in 30 minutes, then slightly faster for the next couple of days, slightly slower on the rest of the days. So the fastest and the slowest run difference is how much? It looks to me something like 3 minutes. 3 minutes is the total difference between Soumya's fastest run and slowest run, while for Mukul that's something like almost, I see, 10 minutes or something, right? Even though he is faster, even though Mukul is faster, but still the difference between the slowest and the fastest finish time for Mukul is much more than the difference between the slowest and fastest finish time for Soumya. And that's basically our answer. Who is more consistent in this particular graph that we have shown with two virtual participants? Soumya is obviously the better candidate, and in whatever leaderboards we rank Soumya, she will find her position at a higher level compared to how Mukul finds his position in his gender leaderboard. So although we are comparing male and female candidates, in the actual leaderboard, it would be obviously all leaderboards are gender specific. So that was the essence of the event. Basically, it's not a speed contest. It's not an endurance contest. It's a consistency challenge. Basically, you try to do your most consistent best during these 7 days, and that will decide your leaderboard position. Multiple run formats, multiple ride formats. How do you participate? Our participants are already understand the concept. You choose your category in which you want to take part. You complete your streak. Monday, November 16th to Sunday, November 22nd. And then you submit your data, or you set up, Strava auto import, and your data comes automatically. So that is all something all of you are very used to. Let's go to the next section, which talks about the event highlights and the finisher medal. So as you can see, the finisher medal looks like the event logo I showcased at the very top. We have tried to keep it basically the same. So we have a nice all color finisher medal for this event. Those of you who have received the HDOR 100 Days of Running medal, they got a finish in the red color. So this is, our next attempt to do something different, and we'll see how it comes. I believe it will come out really well. Very interesting design, very interesting concept, and I am hoping that all of you are going to like it. A very important point here, which I should not miss, is that to qualify for the finisher medal, we have kept a very relatively low threshold, right? So the threshold is basically as long as you are able to complete 4 days out of the 7 days for which we are requiring you to run for as part of this event, that will qualify you as a finisher. Basically anybody who wants to do this, who is serious about doing this event week streak, or rather streak week, they are definitely going to get the finisher medal, because I don't see 4 out of 7 days as a big challenge for basically anybody. So not to worry about that. That's just something as a baseline number we wanted to keep, to ensure that participants stay motivated and do this consistently to qualify for the medal. What else do we have here? Okay, let's come to the other interesting part, which is the registration actually. And we have this special early bird rates for you, which start at $349 for the entire 1 week challenge, and we have a USD rate for our esteemed international participants as well. So these special rates end on October 18th, which is basically, as you can see, 8 days to go. So the early bird rates discounted are for 8 days, $349 USD for 25, and then they will go up by a small margin. It's not a huge rise, it's a small rise. You can see in the bottom section. This will increase to $399 USD 29 after this October 18th deadline. Remember, the event is not too far away. The event is November 16th, right? So we are like one month and a few days away from the event. Some timelines for the event. So registrations close, the event window, all the usual stuff, right? Nothing too spectacular around here. So yes, I think that's about it. That's what our next interesting event concept is. I hope you guys find it interesting and participate in this event. One thing which I haven't mentioned here, and it's not yet mentioned on the website, is something which we are trying to work out. There are fast runners and there are slow runners. We are trying to have separate leaderboards in some sense for people who finish this run fast and people who finish the run slower. So for example, if somebody is doing a 5K in, let's say, 20 minutes, the topmost leaderboard would probably have people who are doing it in 20 minutes, 21 minutes, 19 minutes. That's the kind of bracket. But when we are talking about slow runners who are doing it in something like 30 minutes maybe, then their window could be larger, and we would have a specific leaderboard for slow runners as well. So we are still looking at how to build up that leaderboard. We might have multiple leaderboards in some sense for these multiple distances, still being worked out, but the essence of the event remains clear. The essence of the event is that the people, the participants who do these rides or runs more consistently, the finish time of their slowest run and the fastest runs are minimum. They will be basically ranked at the very top. So that's about it for this next challenge. If you have any questions, please write them down as comments in this video, and we would be most happy to respond to your individual questions or try to clarify your doubts. And And that's it. The event registrations have already started. They are open. You can go to this website, which you can see as sdor.com/streak week. That's the event name. And you guys can start registering. Remember, the early bird is there, but for a limited period of time, the next 8 days. So if you are serious about this, the best time to register is, of course, the earliest, as in now. And we hope to see another interesting format and a lot of more fun with the participants. So thank you. I think that was all for today's event launch. Hope you enjoy this event. Thank you.